Chapter 247 Blood of a Sacred Beast. He looked at the hot beauty. But this thing is also a supreme treasure. I don't mind taking it. If you want it, you have to pay the price. Tell me. The fiery woman heaved a sigh of relief. She had almost no strength to fight here. If the other party really took it, she could not do anything for the time being. It's not a problem to give it to you. I only have one request. If there's a chance, burn me to death. Song Shi's words were shocking. He thought about it and wanted to improve his pure yang spirit body. It was too random to just wait to be killed. He might as well find someone to help. He could still die like this. At most, he wouldn't get a lucky draw. The fiery woman was taken aback. This was the first time she had ever heard someone make such a request. She gave him a strange look, like how the crimson crows burned you. That's right, just like that. The fiercer the firepower, the better. Song Shi nodded. This shouldn't be difficult for you, right? She answered in a daze, no problem. I'll help you after the Immortal Dao conference is over. How about it, sires? Now where's the other pill you mentioned? Song Shi retracted his hand. There. It wasn't until Song Shi left that she was sure that the man wasn't joking. What a freak, he is deliberately looking to die. She smiled helplessly and raised her nomological power. She increased her strength and walked towards the Nirvana pill. Song Shi circled around near the 9,000th step and obtained a green spirit pill. This pill contained majestic energy and carried a unique charm. The key was that this pill was also of the fire attribute and was mainly used to increase one's cultivation. I'll enter the mystic realm and find an opportunity to absorb and refine it. Song Shi looked at the rewards in the last area. There were 2 stages. There were more than 30 treasures in the area between the 9,000 steps and the finish line. He did not recognize most of them. From the fluctuations, he could tell that they were all supreme treasures in the world. His nomological power was almost depleted, so he had no choice but to stop for the time being. If he watched any longer, he would die again. In the past 10,000 years, fewer people have obtained supreme treasures than the treasures placed here. They have already accumulated so much. Any one of them is priceless. A short and strong young man sat on the steps, holding a drop of blood in his hand. This blood was completely blue and was like a gem. It emitted a dazzling light and formed a lively black tortoise. Even the black tortoise blood essence is ranked at the periphery. Song Shi was deep in thought. Just now, a hot woman asked for something related to the phoenix. You have the black tortoise blood essence. It seems that many of the treasures here are demon beast materials. What demon? If you want to call it a holy beast, these existences disappear in the ancient times and left this world. I think it's really unwise for you to go and ask for a pill to increase your cultivation. The young man retorted. There's still some ancient sacred beast blood essence here. You can use it to absorb it. Essence-breaking pills can increase your cultivation level for a short period of time. But the sacred beast blood can help you on your future cultivation path. Forget it. I'm not interested in adding some beast bloodline power to my bloodline. Song Shi was not interested when he heard that. His physique was not bad either. His pure yang spirit body, sword body spiritual conduit, and golden divine body had nothing to do with animals. They were still very strong. The young man was speechless. Sacred beasts are born from heaven and earth. If you fuse with some of the bloodline power of the sacred beasts, your growth will be even higher than the so-called divine body. You really don't have to be biased. He advised. The upper limit of the potential of the so-called divine body in this world is actually the soul transformation realm. It only has the word God. You can't transcend into the sage realm and fuse with the Mahayana realm. Well, see, maybe I'll eat holy beasts as food in the future. Song Shi did not think much of it. The so-called holy beasts were existences above the soul transformation realm. In the past, this world was at its peak. Later on, they all left for the 3 worlds. When he went to the upper realm in the future, he would definitely be able to eat holy beast meat. You really have low standards. You're still at the golden core realm, yet you dare to say such things. The young man gave up, but you're not a bad person. The reason you said that should be because those crows provoked you. You're not bad either. Your words are for my own good. Song Shi nodded. This person should be the crown prince of the water nation. Perhaps it was because of his water attribute, but his personality was quite gentle. It was much better than that guy from Sword Nation who liked to play pretend. In just a bit of a nag, the young man smiled. Xuan Buzheng from the water country. Buzheng, good name. Song Shi praised. My name is normal. My surname is Song and my name is Shi. Shi for rock. The stone can be preserved for hundreds of millions of years. It's quite good. Xuan Buzheng smiled politely. Upon hearing that, Song Shi really felt that his name was immortal, but it was still very ordinary. You can continue to rest. I'll go take a look at the other seats. Song Shi was prepared to find a place with fewer people to sever his meridians and die. Otherwise, he would not be able to rush to the top. There's a longevity pill over there that can extend one's lifespan by 1,000 years. Brother Song can consider it. Xuan Buzheng pointed at a green elixir that was on the 9,800th level. To a certain extent, it was more precious than the black tortoise's blood essence. Not interested. Song Shi did not even look at it. He did not need it at all. A look of admiration appeared on Xuan Buzheng's face. As expected, he had not misjudged this person. He was unique and definitely not simple. After encountering two top geniuses with good attitudes, Song Shi was even more embarrassed to cause trouble. While he still had some strength, he finished reading the situation of the treasure. Now, those near the 9,000th steps had basically stopped to rest and use various methods to recover their strength. Someone opened his mouth and absorbed the spiritual chi of heaven and earth like a whale. Some people took out pills and swallowed them, or took high-grade spirit stones to absorb. Song Shi was the only one wandering around. No matter who it was, they were all speechless. However, no one mocked him this time. There was probably only one person in history who could walk horizontally under 10 times the pressure at the 9,000th steps. Others might have the strength, but no one would be stupid enough to do such a thing. Ah! A human genius halfway up the mountain screamed. When Song Shi looked over, only one of his feet was exposed. The other part had already entered the snake's mouth. It was a fierce black snake with a human body and a snake head. It was eating people to replenish its strength. Song Shi was stunned. This demon's restoration method was a little fierce. The faction of the unlucky genius was furious and cursed. Shut up, demon. How dare you eat the core disciple of our Jade Cloud sect? Demons, don't go overboard. Aren't you afraid of angering everyone by eating people on the Immortal Opportunity platform? Demon Snake, continue. When you come out, you will definitely die. Facing the threat, the black snake's cold eyes carried a sinister smile. It did not stop. Instead, its throat rolled and it swallowed the entire person. He licked his lips. The taste of human geniuses is really good. When I come out of the mystic realm and break through, you guys have no right to kill me. It's just a few people who starves themselves and they are hungry. A powerhouse from the demon race sneered. Song Shi took a look and saw that it was a dark-faced elder. He was probably the elder of the black snake. At the side, he caught a glimpse of a young woman in white. Her eyes were vertical and her brows were extremely demonic. Her expression looked a little familiar. A white snake immediately jumped out of Song Shi's memory, and he said in surprise, "White snake demon venerable, she's here too." That's great. The latter sensed his gaze and looked over with a swoosh. Her gaze was like lightning and carried cold killing intent. It was obvious that she had already targeted him.